Hi, this is the last match of week 6. Why is this so much later? Because it got delayed a bunch. You know, one went to Italy, and their mother got sick, yada yada. And I'm not gonna pretend I remember what happened in the last match, because last time they played, because either of these two played, because it's been like 2 weeks. Of course, they have to play on Sunday when everyone else is playing, so I can be as far behind as humanly possible. As God forbid they try to make my life any bit easier, but that's not the point here. Yeah, we have the Boo Boo Klefkis versus the big two Tyranitars. They're both, I think they're both 3 and 2 at this point. Yeah. Let's see. When I'm looking at this, let's see. Mons. What Mons am I interested in seeing? Let's see. Seeing the Rotom. That's kind of... Rotom's always spicy because, you know, you click a 70% accurate move and you hope you land it. Doesn't really even do... I'm actually kind of surprised that Rotom's brought here because, like, it hits Garchomp. And that's kind of it. At least from this. From the 6 that H2 Tyranitar's brought. Blizzard doesn't do... is okay against Excadrill. It gets resisted by Aegislash. Yeah. And the electric stab is not super effective against anything either. He's got 2 immunities to that. Well, yeah, we got the 2 Intimidate Mons are going to be very good here. We have 5 physical, primarily. I mean, Aegislash can be special, actually. So 4 attackers that I expect to be physical, and then 2 that are like can be more mixed. I think the Gyarados will be very valuable here. It's got water. Water hits a decent amount of things. Hits the Tyranitar, hits the Excadrill, hits nothing resists water, so that's pretty good. And what do I think is gonna be a big one for the Take 2 Tyranitars? It's just like any mon that's not weak to ground, I guess. Any mon that gives you any defensive type variation. So like 1,000 arrows does make it so you hit levitating mons, but like, you know, Saland's actually bulky enough to can actually like take 1,000 arrows. So I think keeping that mon safe is pretty important. I think it's a good time to lead sidecard. I think it's pretty hard to switch into. And then you can bring in a mon that does... You can do like sidecard and Cinerar. I see very few problems with that. Get the Intimidate down. Have the dark coverage for the Mesprit. And... I don't know. You probably got to lead... I want to lead Stoutland here just for something that isn't terrible. Again, just something that doesn't immediately die to sidecard. Let's see. Alright, so we're not seeing the Mesprit at all. I mean, not the sidecard at all in the lead. We do have one Intimidate Mon, which is the Gyarados, and we do have the Klefki. A good thing about the Klefki, which I didn't bring up yet, is that although there are several, you can Thunder Wave some things. Thunder Waving and screens are like always nice. I can Thunder Wave the Sand Rush Pokemon. You cannot Thunder Wave the Excadrill. But it's also got a move. I don't know if it has a gen, so I'm gonna guess it does. It's not gravity. It's like Magnet Rise. Makes you immune to ground type moves. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that pretty early on, just to avoid the Earthquake. But I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Gyarados has Crunch, so it can threaten the Mesprit. I think it's got High Swing, so it can threaten the Garchomp. So this Gyarados is in a pretty good spot. You also got to be worried the Mesprit does get T-Bolt. Yeah, I think this is some type of just... If you have... I'd probably start going after the... Probably the Mesprit first, because it's more of a special attacker. I'm thinking like something to keep the Gyarados... Maybe like... No, this speed's a little bit different in this. Oh, you're faster. You can just crunch the Mesprit if you're faster, and this Klefki can Magnet Rise or something. You know, something productive here. Oh, it has Adrenaline. What's with these Adrenaline Orbs, man? against White Herb. Okay, we're just anti. Alright, so here, so a lot of the things that I was talking about that could happen, not with the exact plays that happened, but a lot of things I brought up did happen. The Thunderbolt from the this is from Mesprit, the Earthquake from the getting countered by the Magnet Rise. So I know how I know how these mons work, surprisingly. I played enough random battles for these mons. But yeah, so this is now that you know the Thunderbolt's coming, now you have to answer what do you do against it. Let's see. Maybe your light screen. You could light screen reflect. I can see that happening. And you can maybe take a Thunderbolt because of that, and just like you fire back with a crunch. You could switch into something else. Zygarde isn't bad here. Does take a big Earthquake though. And Zygarde's pretty frail, so maybe you don't want to do that. Rotom's pretty good here. I think Rotom may be a good switch in, and this Klefki can I don't know, do something productive, do some pranks or shenanigans. And you probably, so if you think I want a Thunderbolt for the Gyarados, and what do you want to do to cover the Gyarados? I get the Gyarados switch out. So Earthquake I don't think is a good play because there's a bunch of mons immune to it. So I don't know, Rocks. This Rotom Frost is actually just in a good spot to get into safe. I don't think there's much that you maybe just a Dragon Claw or something wouldn't be bad. But I'd be kind of surprised if there is Dragon Claw, just in the fact that there's multiple fairy types on the team. Okay, and we went for the. We bring in the Incineroar. That's actually a pretty good play here. I think this is actually a really good play. The Earthquake was Earthquake cover didn't look, it wasn't tempting at all because both mons from the field were immune to it, and it's bulky enough to take a Thunderbolt pretty well. It's not stab, and with the Reflect, it'll take it very well. And also is immune to Reflect. And even if it does Earthquake, you do. I mean, even it does Earthquake, you do Reflect so that weakens the power, and you also have Intimidate. So this is a really good spot. It's a good time to just like, I don't know. I think it's a good time to just like knock off the Mesprit and like late screen here. I think that's like I think that's really safe and really hard to do much about. And what do you do about that? You could you don't bring in Tyranitar. Tyranitar's not bad here. I think Tyranitar's your best bet here. Just you could take the knockoff, you could take the Flare Blitz. Klefki goes and hit hard enough for Wear. I'm not scared. I'm not really particularly scared of what happens. Yeah, it's gonna eat that. Oh, for screens. Oh, I was also a bit behind with the screens. Okay. Okay, well, so it seemed like there was some preparation for the Klefki here. I'm gonna take half, a bit less. Yeah, and that Dazzling just does not do much, even though it's super effective stab. Yeah, thanks to the I know the what's it called? It protected anyways, but I think it would have been better to just click knockoff here on the Mesprit, assuming you do have, because I have seen some Incineroar sets that do some this guy that done some crazy things. I've seen Snarl. I've seen no Flare Blitz before. It wouldn't be too out of the realm of possibility for me to do something like that. Yeah. I think now that the Mesprit has protected, I think you can just. I think I want to get a. Honestly, I think it would have also been better to just try to get the screens back up because if you Brick Breaks, that's like. It's like more fine than Earthquake, I'd say, on average. I don't see him doing it raw again because it's not stab and there's no screen at the time. So yeah, but I think you can just like. Incineroar can't really survive. Maybe you could survive like when you put up the screen, you can survive Earthquake plus Thunderbolt or something. So you can like try to knock off the oh, knockoff doesn't even do that much because the item's still there. That's also true. Maybe it's just I think if you bring in the Rotom here, then I think Rotom's actually in a good spot here. Yep. All right, so there are, yeah, that does barely anything, and we're gonna get some. I mean, we do get the reflect back up, which I was talking about, which I think is a good thing here. And now I think you just kind of just like mash attacks here. I don't think you need more screens. The Blizzard can one-shot Garchomp if you can hit it. And the Dazzling, we just get a little bit of chip. The Mesprit's pretty frail, so anything is good here. So I like double attack here. Very hard to mess with. We get another miss. Oh, we do get a freeze though. Okay, that definitely makes up for it in the Dazzling Gleam. All right. Yeah, so now this is a. The Esprit does learn fire moves, but I can't imagine that a fire move is. I don't know what the last move is, but fire is not really good into the this team. So yeah, this is pretty much what I expected here. Was able to dodge the Blizzard and was able to remove the screens because of that. Let's see let's see, another Dazzling Gleam does KO the Garchomp, so I don't think you need the Rotom out right now. I think it's a good time. You can like send in like a Mon to set yourself up for the future. Maybe that's a Gardevoir. No, I wouldn't send in Gardevoir. It's just too frail physically to even take the -1. Maybe you send in like. Maybe you send in Incineroar again. I think that's not a bad. Incineroar or Gyarados here. The reason I'm almost scared of sending Gyarados is just in case this Mesprit wakes up in Thunderbolts. The Rotom slot, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Still frozen. Oh, the Magnarize did expire. Okay, I didn't see that. Hold on. Let's see. The Dazzling Gleam from the Klefki will threaten the KO on the Mesprit here, just with the added sand chip. Now the Gyarados is in a good spot to just quick Waterfall into the Tyranitar. Yeah, there's like Stone Edge and like Rock Slide that we could possibly see, but it's intimidated, and those are inaccurate moves that you don't really want to click too often, and also the Gyarados is faster, at least on paper. So I think this is a good time to Dazzling Gleam Waterfall here. Barry also hits for Tyranitar, which is super effective. It's not going to hit for much because Klefki is kind of weak and Tyranitar is still bulky, but it won't be nothing damage. But I do like just a Waterfall Dazzling Gleam here. Honestly, I'd probably just try to sack the Mesprit at this point. I don't think it does anything. Just protect Tyranitar. Try to get something else in to do something. Not really sure what that is. Maybe the Age of Slash, I think. Okay. We are not gonna I don't think we need the light screen just yet. Unless you're expecting a special Tyranitar, which we have seen before. Oh no, it's Rock Polish T-Tar. Okay. But yeah, I think it would have been better just to you just do some damage to the T-Tar. And especially because if you have Waterfall, you have a chance to just flinch them. You know, the Waterfall probably just over half, I would have to imagine. Plus Dazzling Gleam. The Mesprit would die, and then you can just set up the light screen next turn. And I think that would have been more worthwhile than getting this up. I do think this is a really tricky spot for the pick 2 Tyranitars. I don't know what you really send in here. Maybe it's the Age Slash isn't terrible here. Gyarados is pretty, Garchomp's pretty bad. Maybe Stoutland isn't terrible. I'm thinking Age of Slash here is what. No, we get Excadrill. And we got 2 mons weak to water on the field, which is also kind of scary. And the Gyarados kind of hard walls the Excadrill stab moves. So I think this is a great time to click Reflect. There's not much. I think this is a pretty free Reflect. There's like no special attackers left except maybe the H Slash. So Reflect will be huge, and you can Waterfall one of these mons. Which one? Probably the one you can like trigger. Which one are you more scared of? And I think the answer to that, the thing is, I think the waterfall damage is more meaningful on the Excadrill because that could like flat out like threaten to make KO. Oh wait, no, that doesn't do anything. I was gonna say something stupid, but let's see. The steel typing is definitely a bit more of a pain for the Gardevoir, which is definitely something. I just say the Excadrill here. On the basis that it's gonna probably just be more worthwhile in the long run. Yeah, the Prius, whatever. That crit did fit. Okay, we do get a crit, which is pretty huge here. I think it goes through with the light screen, but we do have a berry to keep you alive. But let's see. Are we gonna get another Rock Slide miss? That's crazy. Oh, but we do get the flinch. Okay, so that was definitely a roller coaster of turns. I do think. Let's see. 2 Rock Slide misses, but you get a crit and you get a flinch. I think you take that trade if you are the take 2 Tyranitars here. You still got free damage essentially. Next group of Rock Slides will KO. The thing is with this Klefki is, yes, it can take the Rock Slides very well, but it's also not helping you out anymore, which is kind of like my concern. Like this Dazzling Gleam is kind of pathetic. So, I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of collecting dust at this point. And like, I don't want to switch it. I want to switch it out mostly on the fact that it's not doing any damage. So like, if the other mon just gets flinched a bunch, then like you're just kind of getting willed away for free. So like, I wouldn't hate switching this here. I was just thinking, what if you trace the Excadrill Sand Rush? That'd be pretty funny. But you're still gonna be slower than the Excadrill. Oh my god, another Rock Slide miss. Another Rock Slide miss. Alright, okay. I'm so glad he's getting all these misses now and not against me. That's really cool. That's really cool. Ryan hacking, going into the mainframe and just saying, I'm gonna win this game. These Rock Slides. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, you did 22 with that Dazzling Gleam. The quote-unquote super effective Dazzling Gleam. You're gonna need so many more of those. If you're just gonna keep on clicking Rock Slide, maybe just... I mean, Zygarde's just kind of free here, right? Super effective on both. Oh, weakness policy. Okay, I see. That is okay. That's another potential reason why the Klefki can backfire is potential weakness policy. But I'm not gonna blame him for not playing around that. Yeah. I think Zygarde is still the best play here. It just threatens to KO at least the Excadrill and good damage to the Tyranitar. Okay, we're gonna send the Incineroar. I don't hate this either. Just make sure this Tyranitar doesn't get out of hand. You can Flare Blitz the Excadrill here. I would think you'd live Horn Drill or Earthquake against the Incineroar. If you are -1 and a Reflect off. That's from what we're seeing in this Klefki. You could just keep on doing chip, I guess. Oh, okay. I don't know if I would have switched that in. I feel like that's gonna get Flare Blitz, isn't it? Not? Oh, I did not know Incineroar got Drain Punched. Okay. So going for something a bit wild here. But now the Take-Two Tyranitars are aware of that. And now you got to figure out what do you want to do against that. And the answer is, I'm not sure what you can really do against that. Just protect it. I mean, I think it probably lives, but the Incineroar does get back to full, which is kind of like the issue here with that. So, what do you do? It's like kind of like the issue. Like switching with the Take-Two Tyranitar team is just kind of tricky because you don't. There's not really much you can do a lot of the time. Because against certain stab moves, and the Sand's gone, which knocks out Tyranitar's but special defense and also prevents the Incineroar from taking more chip from the hand here. Okay, we got a crit on the and we U-turned. Okay, so it looks like this was either trying to catch a pivot or just like trying to like set a switch from the Tyranitar and just trying to sack the Rotom so you can get in more Intimidates. So you can do something like send in Zygarde, I would think, and then switch in Incineroar back in just to get another round of Intimidates off. Okay, we're gonna send in the Gardevoir, which Dazzling Gleam, I forgot about this one. Dazzling Gleam does definitely threaten to OHKO the Tyranitar. Not OHKO, but KO the Tyranitar. And the our 1,000 arrows will threaten to do good damage to the Aegislash. The problem is that Steel type stab Iron Head is a big problem for the Gardevoir. I think it's best to protect with Gardevoir this turn in just 1,000 arrows. This catches Protect, and then catches a good amount of things. He would, and I don't, and like the Aegislash kind of like this. It feels like it has to protect here, not protect, because of the actual. Aegislash is just in I don't think yeah, it's also in that stupid stand stuff. So getting more chip on it with an Earthquake I think is good before you start to really go all in with the Gardevoir. Play a bit more patient here. That Shadow Sneak did a lot. Alright, you're gonna need a flinch here. And we do get the flinch. Okay. Alright, so there's definitely been a lot of back and forth on who's been lucky. We've seen Rock Slide flinches, we've seen freezes, and now we're getting the Rock Slide flinches. Just betting on every Rock Slide to flinch a particular Pokemon, it is a 27% chance, a 30% chance to flinch, and a 90% chance to hit. You can give yourself a chance to flinch. So takes a bit over the 25% chance and runs with that. But so now this Gardevoir is in a really awkward spot here, where the Rock Slide did 20% to the Zygarde, so I would think it would KO here. It would KO here, even with the I don't know if protecting works with the double targeting like damage decrease, but something like Shadow Sneak Rock Slide seems kind of hard to beat right now. Oh, because Tyranitar is faster, so Shadow Sneak the Gardevoir and the Rock Slide. I think that would be enough. Assuming you do land. Okay, we're gonna get the Intimidation Gambit again. Okay, we're just doing a double sack, it appears. You are out of Intimidates though, which is kind of annoying. And this Aegislash is still at +1, and you are also running out of turns of Light Screen and Reflect. So which is I guess maybe the reason why he wanted his Klefki and just to start getting that train off again. But you know that the Klefki is this Klefki doesn't got Protect, so you could Shadow Sneak the Klefki if you want to. I can also just I just don't see how this Gardevoir can really threaten the Aegislash. Steel just hard walls Gardevoir here, so I can see like Shadow Sneak, Rock Slide, and then next turn protect on both the Mons and just start getting ready to clean up this game with the rest of your Mons, I think. I think this is, I think if played correctly, I think the Tyranitar's really got this. Yep, I don't mind this. Just, you can play it a bit slower, too. Okay, we do get the crit. Not that that matters. But yeah. Now you're in defense form, which is also, like, a good thing here. You can, send in something. Is there anything faster that thing you have that's naturally faster than Mega Gardevoir? No, but you do have Excadrill, which does wall Gardevoir pretty well. So I think it's a good time to bring that mon in. Try to, we've only seen Rock Slide, but try to just do some damage to the, probably to the, I don't really care about this Klefki, so probably just start bullying the Gardevoir for a little bit. I wonder if +1 Shadow Sneak KOs Mega Gardevoir. It is that frail. I also wouldn't even mind getting the Tyranitar back in, just so you can start getting into more Sancho. I don't think that's the worst thing ever. And also getting the Sand Rush for the Excadrill, so. And that's what's gonna happen here. So you know the so you can just I'm assuming there's another attacking move. Maybe it's Crunch. So like maybe Crunch KOs Klefki here, and you can like you're in defense form, so you can does this get good ghost type stabs? I don't you try to KO the Gardevoir right here. I don't care about Dazzling Gleam Shift, honestly. Oh, that doesn't KO, and I did not want to do that because now you KO. No, you don't do that. Then you put yourself vulnerable to getting this Shadow Ball back. No, I don't like that at all. You would rather have been slower. Maybe you're really confident it's gonna KO, but that's a costly mistake here. And the Rock Slide's gonna get the gonna KO. Okay, I'm probably making I'm making it too big of a deal out of this. Excadrill mashing Earthquake should be enough to close out this game. And we do get a Rock Slide flinch, of course. Yeah. Let's see, you can protect with Tyranitar, Rock Slide, Earthquake. If the Klefki like reads you and just goes for the immunity move, who cares? Just keep on mashing Earthquake until this game's over to KO the dog, because this Klefki can't do anything. And yep, that's gonna do it. Okay. That was I really thought the early game was looking pretty decent for the what's it called? For the Boo Boo Klefkis, but somewhere in this mid game, the Tyranitar got set up in a good spot. Tyranitar got set in a good spot. The Aegislash got set up in a good spot. But yeah, yeah, that's got a big Rock Slide flinch at some point too. But there was a lot of stuff that went around in this game. But that's gonna do it for me. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.